Welcome back, everyone. Are you considering a trip to Thailand but worry about your safety? In this video, we talk about safety in Thailand, and honestly, Thailand is safer than you might think. In fact, did you know that Thailand has lower crime rates than other Western countries? I traveled to many places in Thailand: Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Koh Samui, Krabi, Phuket, Khon Kaen, you name it. And today I would like to share my thoughts on safety, some areas where you have to be a little bit careful, and my overall impression of Thailand. Let me first start with a story from Koh Samui. And I remember people ask me, is Thailand safe? And do I have to be careful? And I would like to answer this with my story. So I spent more than 5 years in Koh Samui, and I had a motorbike. And I can't remember how many times I left the key in the ignition. Then I went to a restaurant, had food, key was still in the ignition. I came back and the bike was still there. And my friends and I, we were joking about this because we said, okay, this is the last time that this happened. It can't happen again. But trust me, it happened so many times, more than 50 times for sure. And yeah, I never lost my bike. My bike never got stolen. I think this is an indicator that Thailand is safe. People don't steal as much as in other countries. Another thing is, at the restaurant, I can put my phone on the table or my wallet on the table, and never, ever have I lost my wallet or my phone, or no one stole it from me. When I compare this to Europe, I remember me and my friend, we were in Barcelona, and there my friend left his wallet on the table. A group of young children approached us, like two distracted him, and the other took his wallet. And yeah, and the money was gone. But that was also our fault. We weren't careful, and yeah, they took advantage of that. But in Thailand, I see, many people put their stuff on the table and they don't worry that someone steals it. Again, I think another great indicator that you don't have to worry about, getting robbed or that someone steals money from you. But also that doesn't mean that you don't have to be careful. Don't push it too far. I mean, it's always better to keep your stuff on your person, so you don't get into this situation where you force it, or like where you give someone else the opportunity to steal from you. Also, when we went out at night, I never had this feeling that I am in danger or something. The nightlife also, it never felt dangerous or aggressive. The atmosphere was more relaxed than in Europe, I would say. If you go out to a club or to a bar, the only thing where you have to be careful is when Thai people, when they lose face and you don't realize it, if you don't treat them nicely. This is different than in Europe. Let's say when the Thai people, when they lose face, they can really explode. I've read about stabbing, it's just like an argument about something. But yeah, when you push it too far, this can get really dangerous. But as long as you're kind, respectful, you will not get into a situation like that. And I also talked to some female solo travelers, because I think it's also different if you're a male or a female. Women said, I feel good when I go out, doesn't feel dangerous at all, always have fun. So I think also if you're a female solo traveler, that is not really a problem in Thailand. Now let's talk about some common scams where you have to be careful. And the classic one is a motorbike or jet ski rental. So how does the scam work? Normally they ask you to leave your passport as a deposit. You rent a bike or a jet ski. You bring it back, it has a scratch somewhere. You didn't check thoroughly, and you realize, there's a scratch, but did I do it? Not sure. And then they ask you to pay, I'm not sure how much, but they overcharge. I used to have a motorbike rental, so I know exactly how much each part is, and you would be surprised how cheap it is. Even if there's a scratch on one part, to change the whole part, sometimes it's just 250 baht, but they can charge you, I've heard stories of 10,000 baht, so there you have to be a little bit careful. Also, it's a good idea not to leave your passport as a deposit. If you can, leave cash. For a motorbike is 3,000 baht, maybe 5,000 baht. This way, you know exactly how much you can lose. Worst case, also read some reviews online about the shop before you rent. It's also a good idea to use your hotel, because the hotel is less likely to scam you. But with a jet ski, I would be careful in general. Unless you know someone, maybe skip it. If you're there and you don't know what to do, you're intimidated, they call the police, but they have the police in their pocket. So there's not much you can do unless you really want to fight, but I wouldn't recommend it. So in general, maybe it's just better, skip jet ski. Another thing I want to talk about is transportation, and I think that's also great in Thailand. The most popular app is Grab. So this is a ride-sharing app. Another one is Bolt. And you can use this and you can call a taxi very easily. You can see the price before you call it. You put in your destination and they pick you up, they bring you there, no problem. Very nice. Also, you can call a taxi as well. Sometimes that's a little bit cheaper, but there you have to be careful that they use a meter. Sometimes they try to agree on a fixed price, but the fixed price is always more than you pay with a meter. So if you get into a taxi, ask them, do you drive with meter? And if not, then wait for the next one or get the next one. Or you can call Grab or Bolt. Little more expensive, but you have the convenience that they pick you up and you can pay with credit card. You can link your credit card. You don't need cash. I think another great way to go around. In major cities like Bangkok, we also have the MRT, like the subway or the SkyTrain, the BTS. Also a nice way to go around, especially during rush hour. Sometimes during rush hour, short distance, you can spend hours in the car. So during rush hour, it's better to take the train and it's not expensive. And but that is just for Bangkok. I think it's the only city that has this kind of system. Overall, if you have safety concerns and that is the only thing that's holding you back to book your vacation to Thailand, in my opinion, you don't have to worry at all. For me, Thailand is one of the safest countries I've traveled to. And to summarize, in 10 years, never has anyone stolen from me. And trust me, the opportunities were there. Just keep in mind, be a little bit careful, treat people respectfully, and then I think you have no problems in Thailand at all. In the next video, I want to talk about Thailand and Vietnam. Which one is better? Which one should you pick? All of that coming up in the next video. Until then, bye.